Encourage you not to talk in this room, please. I know it's very exciting and you really want to talk to each other, but there's plenty of opportunity in the sunshine in just 5 minutes. Mikołaj Dowgielewicz, no, give me another attempt. Dowgielewicz. Mikołaj Dowgielewicz.
Yes, Lisa was exposed this time to some Polish difficult names, I know. The astronaut and now me. I'm sorry about this. Ladies and gentlemen, so I have a very difficult task because I know my job is not to make sure the food does not get cold before you can get out of this room. Very briefly, Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, we reached the end of the 4th EIB Group Forum. I want to thank you for your participation and intense discussions inside the room, outside the room. 3 days on a range of topics. It's really difficult to summarize. I just want to share with you some key points, I think, that are staying in my head. Of course, the current geopolitical wars, shocks, instability, risks make us think that strategic autonomy is no longer optional for Europe. I think the last 3 days show that we know what needs to be done. To be honest, after having seated here since Tuesday, we cannot pretend that we don't know what needs to be done. I think we need the capacity to choose, to absorb shocks, to protect citizens, and to remain a global reliable partner within an open and resilient single market. What is central to our ambitions is competitiveness. Europe does not lack talent, innovation, or capital. The challenge is scaling them up and transform savings into productive investments, particularly in innovation, clean technologies, digitalization, health, and defense. Initiatives which were mentioned here, like TechEU, ETCI2, venture capital scaling, deeper capital markets integration are essential. Equally important is simplification, and I take the quote from the last panel: simplification is simple, what don't you understand? So I think it's important, and in one particular context, I just want to say, I think it is clear that we need to make sure that companies that were founded, that were born in Europe, stay and prosper in Europe. Energy transition is a win-win for climate and competitiveness. Reducing dependence on fossil fuels means more security while creating jobs and industrial leadership. Investments in health, housing, skills, gender equality, youth, and regional development are not just a luxury or a cost, but they are investments in productive infrastructure of our future. Europe's global role is not built on power alone, but on shared values and partnerships. I think that we have heard a consistent message. Europe grows stronger by building bridges. Through climate cooperation, global health, trade, and development finance, Europe's credibility comes from being a reliable, rules-based partner. And multilateralism is not a constraint, but a force multiplier. We all have to focus on delivery. The strategies and financial tools already exist, and the challenge is execution. Winston Churchill actually once said that it's fine to have beautiful strategy, but it's actually very good to look at results occasionally. And I think we have seen some good results in Europe, and Europe has proven through crises that when we act decisively and together, we can deliver. I think Europe has been compared to many things in the past. One comparison I would like to use, since we are next to the beautiful Luxembourg Philharmonie, which is one of the best things in Luxembourg, one of the best concert halls in Europe, I think I can dare to compare Europe also to an orchestra. It is clear that you can have the best musicians in the world, but if they tune separately, the result is just a lot of noise. They have to listen to each other and play together, and then it becomes music. I think this very well can apply also to Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like now to take the moment to thank everyone who helped to make this forum a successful and insightful event. First of all, a big thank you to our speakers and moderators whose knowledge and enthusiasm shaped the discussions. Many thanks to our Master of Ceremony, Lisa, for steering us so smoothly through the program. To everyone here in the room, thank you for joining us. Your engagement and energy really brought the forum to life. We hope you leave today with new ideas, new connections, and plenty of inspiration. I would also like to thank those who followed the forum online. We are very grateful that you could join us even from a distance. A special word of thanks goes to the organizing team. Your commitment and careful preparation behind the scenes made all of this possible. And in particular, I'd like to acknowledge our protocol and events team, including Christelle, who is standing there, here on my right, who did a fantastic job of keeping everything running smoothly. While this fourth edition of the forum is coming to an end, I'm very pleased to share with you that we will be back next year with the next edition. So let me wish you a very safe travel home, and thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you so much, Mikołaj. There is nothing left for me to add. I just want to echo that it has been an honor to be with you for the last 3 days. You're the marathon winners. You deserve gold medals and a lovely lunch. And and I also want to echo that my job has been made easy because the team is just so wonderful. Thank you again to the team here from the EIB, and of course to the tech team. They are always in black and hidden, but without them you would have no sound, no lighting, no stage. So thank you to them also. And have a wonderful return to wherever you're returning to. Thank you.